These are images, in fact, live on your screens of Sunetra Pawar, in fact, meeting with family members, also workers of the party, of the NCP at this point in time, with folded hands, thanking everyone for their support at this hour. Remember, just on the 28th of January, only a few days ago, we saw the tragic demise of Sunetra Pawar. Pictures on your screen are from earlier today when Sunetra Pawar took oath. I'll come back to you, Preeti, in a moment from now for more on that. But this is a top focus story right here. Remember, today, Sunetra Pawar took oath as the Deputy Chief Minister, and the power, of course, as was hoped by the NCP, continues to remain in the hands of a Pawar in both the NCP and in Maharashtra. Sunetra Pawar taking oath as the Deputy Chief Minister, and doing so becomes the first woman to hold this position. Following the untimely demise of her husband, Ajit Pawar, the Rajya Sabha MP stepped decisively into leadership, carrying forward his political legacy. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, along with Deputy Chief Minister Eknath, Shinde, attended the oath-taking ceremony. The oath was administered by Governor Acharya Devrath. Chants of Ajit Dada Amar Rahe echoed during the oath ceremony, underscoring the legacy left behind by Ajit Pawar and what was really wanted by the workers, the cadre of the party in that sense. Earlier in the day, NCP legislators unanimously elected her as the party's legislature leader, clearing the path for her elevation. Sunetra Pawar will retain the crucial state, excise and sports portfolios previously handled by Ajit Pawar. In the interim, the finance portfolio will be held by the Chief Minister. It's expected to return to the NCP after the budget session, is what we are learning at this point in time.
इस वक्त हमारे साथ छगन भुजबल जी हैं। भुजबल जी, अजीत पवार फैक्शन की तरफ से महाराष्ट्र को जो एक महिला डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर मिल गई है, क्या आप लोगों ने कभी सोचा कि चीफ मिनिस्टर भी बनाना है?
हम तो देखिए, हम फुले शाहू अम्बेडकर की राह पर चलने वाले, हम तो चाहते हैं कि महिला मुख्यमंत्री भी बननी चाहिए। सारी बड़े बड़ी जगह के ऊपर जो है महिला हमको दिखनी चाहिए। और एक बात है कि अभी वो जो हादसा हुआ है उसके पार्श्वभूमि पर जो है ये सब प्रोग्राम हुआ, करना पड़ा, क्योंकि 3 दिन के बाद कितना दिन हम रुकते थे।
लेकिन वही बात तो बहुत सारे
चर्चा शुरू,
बहुत सारे लोग तो इसी बात के कह रहे हैं कि कितनी जल्दी क्या थी, अभी तो शोक खत्म भी नहीं हुआ था।
अभी भी शोक खत्म, फिर भी आप ही लोग जो है पहले दिन से पूछ रहे हैं कि मर्जर का क्या होगा, तो उसमें जल्दबाजी नहीं है। तो ये अपनी अपनी जो समझ की बात है, कोई बोले 3 दिन 4 दिन जल्दी हो, कोई बोले लेट हो। हम तो चाहते हैं कि दिल्ली में दूसरे दिन उसी दिन जो है शपथ ली गई है, ये भी देखा है हमने।
इट्स अ प्राउड, मतलब पूरे महाराष्ट्र के लिए, स्पेशली राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए फिर से एक हिस्ट्री क्रिएट करने के लिए, क्योंकि हमारे पास पहले कभी महिला उप मुख्यमंत्री पद नहीं आया किसी के, मतलब महाराष्ट्र में पहली महिला डीसीएम होने के लिए और हिस्ट्री बनाने के लिए हम सबको ऐसा लग रहा है कि एक प्राउड मोमेंट है, क्योंकि हमने देखा है वही लगातार सोशल वर्क में महिलाओं के लिए, युवकों के लिए बहुत काम किया करती थी। अब उसका जो बेनिफिट है पूरे महाराष्ट्र को देखने मिलेगा।
Be with us, and so does my colleague Vidya, who has been tracking that story from Lok Bhavan, where Sunetra Pawar earlier took oath today. I'm going to get in a quick word from Vidya as well, has been in conversation. And Vidya, you were asking so many leaders of the NCP, what was the need to do this in a so much hurry, just few days after this tragic accident took place that took the life of Ajit Pawar. Why couldn't have this waited? And they do say that this indeed was a bit of a dilemma, really, isn't it, before the party?
Well, one thing is clear that, when I spoke to most of them, they kept saying that this is exactly what Ajit Pawar would have wanted. Ajit Pawar was not the kind of person who would have waited for something to really get over and then to proceed with the work that was at hand. In fact, this is what everyone from Manik Rao Kokate to Sana Malik to just what every NCP MLA that I've spoken to, they said the same, that this is exactly how Ajit Pawar would have liked it done. And that's probably the reason. And of course, when I asked them if Sunetra Pawar would be able to fill in the shoes of Ajit Pawar, they accepted that it would certainly take time. But she has, been working with Ajit Pawar, so it would not be very difficult. But yes, it would not be the same as it was with Ajit Pawar. And also, when I asked about whether Sunetra Pawar would be able to share the equation that Ajit Pawar used to share. If you saw the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, and Ajit Pawar, all three are at a table, you could see the energy there, you could see a chemistry there. However, will that chemistry really happen with Sunetra Pawar is something that everyone is not very sure of. But then, of course, probably we'll have to really give her some time to come in her own, and as we all know, that she's the first Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra who is a woman. So all credit to her. She, you will have to really give her some time to prove her mantle is something that everyone here accepts.
Preeti, be with us. I'm going to come back to you for more on that. Preeti also is with us. Preeti, this is also, the road ahead won't be easy, isn't it? And that really is also a challenge before Sunetra Pawar, keeping the flock together. Well, the beginning of this journey has been fairly smooth in terms of unanimity in choosing Sunetra Pawar to lead or to be the replacement really to Ajit Pawar in that sense. But at the end of the day, you do have two factions of the NCP. There's a big question mark on whether this is going to be coming together. They're going to be coming together. Of course, the family visibly disappointed with the sequence of events, with Supriya, Sule also not saying anything about this development of Pawar, Sunetra Pawar taking oath. Sharad Pawar has also said he was completely in the dark about this.
Well, Sneha, one of Sunetra Pawar now taking oath as the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra has less to do, sadly, at this point of time on being women. We can say she's the first deputy woman, chief minister of Maharashtra. But it has less to do with her gender and a lot more to do, and something I would think we all need to reflect on, of how regional politics, especially in this country, is deeply embedded in dynastic politics. And it had to be Pawar today. It had to be, somebody from Ajit Pawar's family, where acceptance within the cadre is concerned, where general acceptance is concerned. So sadly, yes, in one way, one can celebrate that finally Maharashtra has a new deputy chief minister in the form of a woman. But, prudence demands that we understand it isn't because she's woman, it is because she is Pawar and she is, Ajit Pawar's wife. Does she have her task cut out in front of her? 100%. Ajit Pawar was a very deft politician. And I would think, sadly, as how unpredictable was his way of, functioning. And that was his way of passing away in the tragedy that we saw. But somebody, who was as deft, and, many would say that Ajit Pawar would never really reveal his cards. And we've seen this time in and time again. It's no small feat, Sneha, to be the longest serving deputy chief minister of Maharashtra. Many would say that he only represented as a regional satrap one bastion in Maharashtra, which is the Baramati Satrap Pawar belt. But, to continue being the longest serving chief minister of India's richest state is not a deputy chief minister, is not a mean feat. And you need to be a very deft, calculative politician to be able, to hold that position. Can Sunetra Pawar do so? She's taken oath. It's come in less than 48 hours of the last rite of her husband passing away. In any case, in terms of not just the portfolios on how she'll perform as deputy chief ministership, how she will keep the brinkmanship going within the party. Because, one thing is very clear. You just heard Chhagan Bhujbal there, and Vidya will also be able to tell us a little more. He's been deputy chief minister before. The likes of Chhagan Bhujbal, the likes of Praful Patel, Sunil Tatkare, who are in the Ajit Pawar camp, they would, at least for now, would try to stave off talks or any possibility of a merger, hoping to come into their own, finally. But you have to do so under the shadow of a Pawar. It's happening with, Sunetra Pawar. But is she going to be as strong as her husband in governance? I doubt it. Her sons as well. You have Parth and Jet, and other than Parth, who fought and lost an election in 2019, both her children have stayed completely away from politics. Who takes over the mantle of the Rajya Sabha chair, the Rajya Sabha seat that she abdicates when she takes over as deputy chief minister, because she's now deputy CM? One question is clear.
We'll find perhaps answers too, Preeti.